At 5:30, what's next for Colonel Brendan Doherty? Yesterday, the head of the Rhode Island State Police announced that he was retiring from the force, and rumors have surfaced that Doherty could be eyeing a future in politics. Joining us now with some insight is Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming. Seems like we just did this a couple of months ago. You know, he said something that yesterday that was interesting. Yep. He said that he wants to continue serving, basically, the state of Rhode Island. What did you make of that comment?
Well, I make from that he probably does want to run for office. He's already at the top office in the state police. There's nowhere else to go except into politics. So I think we could look at Brendan Doherty to possibly run for U.S. Senate or U.S. Congress in District 1 in 2012. Both are definitely viable options for him at this point.
The question is, Democrat or Republican?
Well, that's what nobody seems to know. I would assume that if he runs, he's going to run as a Republican or as independent. And I would think the smart money would be on him running as a Republican candidate for office at this point, because a three-way race would not be advantageous for him. He would need a two-way race in order to defeat one of the incumbents.
Well, Joe, you got to look at this. I mean, you know, who is likely to lose the election? Cicilline's taking a lot of heat now, what's going on in Providence. Right. And then to take out Sheldon Whitehouse would cost about $5 million.
Yeah, a run for U.S. Senate would cost you about $5 million. To run for Congress in District 1 would probably cost you about $2 million. Brendan's for the northern part of the district, where David Cicilline had a lot of problems in the election last time. David Cicilline's having his problems in the city of Providence now, so there's more negative going at this point. So I think Congress in District 1 might be an easier chance for Brendan Doherty, but I don't know what's in his mind. He hasn't said what he's going to do yet.
Well, he is from Cumberland. You know, the Republican Party didn't exactly throw money at John Laughlin in his race. Why would they back someone like Brendan Doherty?
Well, I think what they would do is they would see Brendan Doherty's coming from a background as a colonel of Rhode Island State Police, a very well-respected organization, a person who's also very well-respected, has name recognition to start. David Cicilline, some new polls showed him only a 35% favorable job rating. There's a lot of things in there right now that would show a sign that you might be able to go after David Cicilline. So I think Brendan Doherty would have a little bit easier time getting the money in from outside of Rhode Island.
Well, I'm sure the Republicans want to stay out of a primary. Is the X factor here maybe Scott Avedisian?
Well, there's no question. The last thing the Republicans want is any type of Republican primary. They saw what happened with Laffey and Chafee. They don't want that at all. It's Scott Avedisian, if he got into the race, I think in him and Brendan Doherty in the primary, it would definitely hurt a U.S. Senate primary there. It would help Sheldon Whitehouse greatly.
All right, Joe Fleming, thank you very much. People are going to be talking about this for a while. Coming up at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Alex DePrato continues our coverage of the resignation of Brendan Doherty with more reaction from the Colonel tonight at 6.